today is a bit of a special day because today you are going to witness the birth of Sally the starter. We are still in lockdown as everybody else is, and one of the things that we're struggling with is to keep up with bread.
So saying we have 2 loaves of bread in the background.
Yeah. You know, the children are home from school, so they're eating us out of house and home. They're growing like mad. So we thought that rather than keep going up the shops for bread, we would make our own bread. And so we want to do a sourdough bread. So John very kindly sent away and bought me a kit, a sourdough starter kit. And these are the bits from it. And so today we are going to start the starter, and the starter takes about 7 days to get to the point where you can then use it to make bread. So today is day 1, and we're going to come back every day and show you the progress of the starter and what we're doing next.
Or not.
Or not.
Or not.
And then hopefully by the end of the week or beginning of next week, we will have the starter perfect, and then we'll be able to make our first sourdough loaf.
Attempt at a sourdough loaf.
Yeah. So today, basically, we need to put 50 grams, excuse me, 50 grams of organic dark rye flour, which was provided for us.
Yeah, I've been looking at lots of different versions of this. You can use pretty much any flour, really, as long as it's a decent one. But the organic rye came in the kit and they suggested using it, so we're sticking to the variation that they've done in the kit. See what happens. If we don't work well, we'll create another one next week with something different.
Right. So you put 50 grams of organic flour into your pot.
Very good. Not exactly difficult so far.
There we go. And then it says add 50 mils of pure spring water. It says chlorinated water from the tap will still work, but it won't be as active. And to be quite honest, I'm not sure if I want a chlorinated taste in my bread anyway.
Well, I don't know if it will taste, but obviously the idea is you need to, as pure as possible, get it started, so we have got mineral water. So
50 mils of this.
It won't be a lot.
Which I think is that.
Yeah, it won't be a lot. It's just this gets fed every day, so it will grow in size.
Yeah, that's 50
per day, I guess. So you don't put a lot in to start off with. It needs to get
50 mils
moving.
of spring water.
Okay.
In it goes.
Lovely.
And it says to mix it well, and then close the jar. I've done something longer.
Try my life, love.
Yes, sir. 1 second.
Right. First issue, we need a longer implement.
Just want to make sure that it's mixed properly, otherwise it's not going to work, is it? Right, so it says mix it well. Which I think that now is, agreed?
Yep, looks like a greyish mush to me, yep.
Scrape it all off the spoon, don't want to waste any.
And I'm pretty sure that's about it. It's not difficult to start her off, it's just keeping it alive and keeping it going.
Well, hoping it lives.
Well,
anyway,
we hope, yeah.
I feel a bit like Frankenstein's doctor.
So the whole point about this is there are natural yeasts, etc. in things like flour. It's just not as much as you'd have in kind of normal baker's yeast, but it takes time. These sort of things actively grow very slowly.
It says mix well, which we did, close the jar and leave it room temperature for 24 hours. So
pop it over on the side.
There's Sally. day 1.
So.
Go, go. Go, Sally, go.
Well,
go.
Or as a certain Oasis song, Sally Can Wait, I believe. Is that right?
No, Sally can't wait. She needs to go. So that's day 1. Come back tomorrow and we'll see what happens on day 2.
This could be an exciting video, or not.
It could, or it couldn't. We'll see. See you tomorrow. Bye for now. Hi guys, so today is day 5 for Sally, but we were getting a bit worried about it because it wasn't really doing an awful lot. It just looked like sludge, to be quite honest. And then we were reading some other books about starters, and apparently you shouldn't keep cleaning your surfaces down with like anti-bac because you're trying to encourage all the yeast and the natural air and stuff. So, and with the virus around, I've been bleaching my sides regularly, so I don't think that probably helped. The other thing that we did was we loosened the lid a little bit because, again, how can air get in or anything to help it ferment or whatever? So we've loosened the lid slightly, and I have to say she looks a little bit better now.
Yeah, she's looking more healthy than she was this morning, that's for sure.
This morning she just looked like sludge.
Yeah, it is very much a hit and miss situation for us because I said we've never done this. So we've now moved things around a bit.
So now it smells like alcohol again in there. But because we weren't sure, we started a second starter
in a different way.
Using a different method. So this is Sid.
Say hello to Sid.
And Sid's a white flour starter.
Yeah, it's a bigger jar because the one we're using is a Richard Burton one from his books. We just bought all his books and he has larger quantities.
So that one's Sid, and that's now been mixed. It's got honey in this one, a little bit of honey, and it now needs to be left for about 48 hours before we feed it again. But we're keeping up with what we're supposed to do with Sally just to see how she goes. So here goes another 50 grams of flour and 50 mils of water, and see how she gets on. I'm not gonna over mix it. Yeah, I think I sometimes knock the air out of it.
I think what we've been certainly looking at, and obviously we've done a lot of study of this now because what else do you do at the moment? So we're reading lots of books and looking at lots of websites, and there are so many different ways of doing these starters or ferments, or I think they're called bigas, or there's quite a few different names for them, but they're basically starters. So this one is 50 grams of water, 50 grams of flour every day, and it seems to be consistently every day until we think day 7 or 6 or 7. Richard Burton's one, he says it's normally you don't put anything, you don't touch it again for another 48 hours. He doesn't actually build his starter up sort of for every single day, does he? So again, be different. But we're going to try an error. We're going to try different experiments with different ones, and then obviously bake things with both and see which one we like. I think that's how you have to do this sort of thing.
The other thing that we've learned to our peril is that actually to make sourdough bread is not an easy thing to do. So
yeah, bear with us.
Yeah, this could be an absolute disaster, and we're prepared for it to be so.
Yeah, it's one of the more complicated ways of making bread. But hey, you know, we do anything easy, do we?
There we go. There's Sally. Let's see what she's like tomorrow.
So that's Sid and Sally. Sid on day 1, Sally on day 5. We'll see you in,
tomorrow.
Another day for Sally and a couple of days for Sid.
Bye for now.
Okay, love, how are we getting on?
Hi everybody. Today is day 6 for Sally the starter. And as you can see, there are some nice bubbles and things going on in there now.
Definitely a bit of foam going on.
She's definitely grown. she's, I wouldn't say doubled in size, but she has grown. Sorry. I don't need that anymore, she doesn't need a lid. So inside, John's done a close-up inside and it's all sort of like bubbly and whatever. And the smell is very much, it almost smells like wine, this alcoholic smell. So she's basically ready to go. She's ready to be used now to make bread, preferably a sourdough bread. She's a sourdough starter. We're not going to show you how to make a sourdough loaf because we haven't done it before.
That'd be hilarious.
So we're going to try and make our own loaf. And if it goes okay, we'll show you the results. And if not, then we'll keep trying until we get it right and then we'll show you the results.
Yeah, it'll be on another video, that.
Exactly. So Sally this is a 6-day starter with rye flour. Now, we also started Sid a few days ago. Now Sid, we used a completely different method. He's basically strong white bread flour, water and honey in this one.
Should have had a bit of spelt, but unfortunately with lockdown we can't get spelt,
no.
so we're doing our best
just improvising. So Sid's been going for a good 48 hours now, and you had to leave him 48 hours before you did anything. So this is what Sid looks like, and I have to say,
he looks better to us.
He's pretty amazing.
Yeah, this one smells of beer. This one just smells like beer to me. And they do say, like I said, it says alcoholic.
And if you look,
oh, coming back, go on.
It moves, it's sort of semi-liquidy.
Yeah.
Whereas Sally is a strong, sludgy consistency.
And like we said before on this video, we don't really know what we're supposed to be looking
Absolutely.
like.
This is completely new ground for us. We have no idea what we're doing. So
there was one point this morning where you said I could literally just throw them out the window because I have no idea how to do this. It all seems, we look at the books, shocked. I mean there's numerous books using it, all seems so complicated. But once this is done, making bread is not difficult. It's the making the ferment or the starter.
Understanding the ferment and what you have to do with it when you don't want it to keep going, if you like. But anyway, that's another
we'll work all that out.
So this is now stage 2. It's not day 2, it's day 3, but stage 2 of Sid.
Yeah, this is the Richard Burton recipe for his own sourdough from the book called Crust, and it is a lot more complex. And there are a lot more stages to this, so we're not going to do this video explaining this, but again, one day we may come back and show you this when we know what we're doing. So what we
need to do with Sid today is we need to add 310 grams of strong white flour again, 150 grams of water, mix it up and leave it to go again. So in goes 310 grams.
I'll just show you this bit. Again, after this, it gets left for another 24 hours. Then half of it gets, well, not thrown away, but half of it doesn't get used because there's another stage 3 on this one with only half the stuff that we're actually making. But there is also a way of drying out the stuff you've got left over. So again, that's another possibility for a video at some point.
Also, you can
we're just trying stuff out here.
We can also use it to make pizza bread and
loads of stuff. So,
and in goes 150 grams because it's weighed.
Yeah, we weigh our water.
Warm water.
This is another baker's trick. Weigh your water. Don't just try and measure it on a line because the lines are never particularly accurate.
Give it a good mix up.
So whilst we're doing that, we're going to say goodbye because this is not the most exciting video you've ever seen. But this is just a kind of a step forward in our process of making breads and sourdoughs. And I said we've got loads of books on this now, so we'll be doing lots of different types of breads, not just the sourdough stuff. But thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for watching this not exciting video. You've basically been watching something grow, which is kind of nice. So say goodbye to Sid and Sally, and say goodbye to Kelly.
Bye, guys.
While she struggles to try to stir that up. Bye, everybody. Speak to you all soon.